Hi, and welcome to another Phil's DIY video. Today I'm going to be showing you the installation of an aftermarket fog light kit for my 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime SE. The XSE, the higher model, does already come with it in the premium package, but mine didn't, so I decided to get an aftermarket kit and put it in. Watch all the way to the end where I'll be giving my summary of the installation process and my overall impressions on this kit. And if you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and remember to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Enjoy! So the first thing I have to do is to take this trim off, and then the lining of the wheel well has to come out. And I have to remove a few of these. There's one of these plastic things here. There's a metal bolt up here. There's a tab, I think, right here. A bolt here. Another tab here. And then a bolt here. But anyway, I'm going to start doing that now. I don't know where I got all this mud, but I must have rolled through a mud puddle or something. There's one there. Another one there. Wow. So these 4 tabs are quite stiff and holds it in right in here. The rest of it, use these white round tabs, and it goes all the way around. So it's pretty firmly held in place. Looks like the bolt that's right here also has to come out after all. There's one more screw. There are these tabs that have to be pushed out of the way. There is a fastener right at the top of that bezel. It's right there that I have to reach up to over the top of it, get a screwdriver into the top and pry it open. I don't think I'll be able to get that on camera though, so I'm going to do that and then we'll proceed. Okay, so I have that bezel loosened. Now I have to get those wiring harnesses loosened. So this one is on the lower part. Just squeeze and push through. And the upper one is this way. Squeeze, push through. Oh, there's one more. There's 3 points. Squeeze, push through. And this one is just a friction clamp or something. I have the new bezel that the fog light's going to be on, and it's basically the same size and shape as the original. And here's the light that came in the kit, which needs to be mounted onto here. Now, everything about this kit so far has been great, except that they included no screws. So I had to go scrounging through my discarded screw collection, old sheet metal screws. So I'm just going to use that. Not too tight. just snug so that it doesn't come apart. And that's it. I do see a very small gap where the plastic bezel does not touch the front of the light. It looks like it's about 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit less. On the front, that's what it looks like. Actually, it goes this way in the bumper. Next, I'm going to put it back into the bumper. So now I'm ready to pop it back into place, like so. Pop, pop. There. They're all in. Now, this is the stock halogen bulb that came with the kit. I'm going to be changing it out with an LED switch off bulb that I got from Amazon. So I got the bezel plate out of the right side, and as everybody said on their various YouTube videos, it's very tight in here because there's the windshield wiper fluid reservoir right there. Next is getting the new assembly back in. Okay, well, I have lights, and the car is on, that's why you hear the fan going. But this is the wire for the fog lights. It goes under the shroud and out this way, out of the shroud right here. Right now I've just got temporary wiring just to test it. It came with this switch, which is going to fit right into the switch panel in the car. I just need to fish that wire through the firewall somehow, so I'll get to that in a minute. It goes from yellow to white and back again. To run the wire, I've decided I'm going to go with a video that I saw online, which was to feed it through this opening where the hood latch release cable comes through. There's a hole here that goes into the car through a rubber grommet here. I'm going to punch a hole right in the edge of the grommet next to where the cable is. That should be enough to get the wire through. Okay, now we're ready to get to the inside. So move the seat back. This panel piece has to come off first, like so, and it just comes off. It's just held on by a few clips, and then this piece has to come off too. Okay, so the nut's out, and then this part just pops out. So unhook it from here, and then it just comes out. There is a little white tab that stayed in place. I don't know if it's supposed to have come out, but when I put it back together, I'm going to want to hook it back in. That's the spot where that white snap thing connects to. That gives me access to the underside area where I'm going to hope to fish that wire through. Right up there. That's the panel where I'm going to put that switch. Right here there's another nut, or it's a bolt actually, that I need to loosen in order to get the switch panel out. Okay, so I pushed in my wire through that opening in the wheel well, and the wire that I pushed in from the outside made it. It's right here. So I just need to get my fog light wires taped to that wire there, and I'll pull it through. Okay, so I need to pull out this dummy switch cover, and looks like there's a couple of tabs that I need to push, and pops out. And then I'm going to put in my switch from my kit, like so. Okay, so that's in place. Next, I have to tape my wires to my fishing wire and then pull it through, and then I'll cut and splice. Okay, cut the tape off, and then I'm just going to pull. So there's the wire coming through the grommet. I poked a hole in the grommet to get this wire through and pulled it all the way taut, and then put the grommet back in place. All right, I managed to get that wire up from the wheel well, and it's right here, ready for me to do the final hookup. I decided to put the ground here, so I'm going to put in a star washer so that it bites into the metal. Okay, it's on. Next I put ground connector. So as you can see, I've just wire tied them for now. I'm going to be redoing these with solder and shrink wrap tubing, which I'm waiting for. Okay, so that finishes my wiring. Let me see if I can get a good hold of my camera here. These two, well, the thicker of these two, this one, goes to the right side light. Over here, it joins with the wire coming up from the left side light. This one, I believe it's the on-off trigger, because this comes from inside the car and is connected to the switch, and it had no label on it, but there was only 3 wires to the switch: power, ground, and this yellow. So my guess is this is the signal that turns the relay on and off. So it goes here, back this way. It's going back this way because it actually was split off from this bundle way over near where the right light is. So I brought it back, and it's connected to the wire from the inside of the car. And then that goes down there and comes back through this harness. And this harness goes around this edge. And its excess is wrapped up right here and wired tied to this wiring harness. And then I've drilled a hole in the side of my fuse and relay box. One of these is the main power, the other is the accessory wire. Well, there was labeled ignition on the so-called instruction diagram, which wasn't really helpful at all. But that wire needs to be a switched 12 volts. And I found one right here. This red wire is connected to this wiring plug. So in the kit there was this splice block, so that's what I have crimped onto that accessory wire and this red wire, which goes to front switch called ignition. The other one is the main 12 volt power, and by chance there actually was a spade connector right here on this open space, and that was constant power. So I just got a spade connector, crimped it on, and plugged it into that. And that should give me power for the lights. That wire is this red line, which goes to the fuse, the separate fuse that the fog lights have. And then that runs through the relay. The relay I mounted right onto here. So that concludes the wiring. I'm gonna fire it up and see if everything still works. That's on amber and white. The switch tends to stick. I'm not sure what I need to do. I am waiting for another switch from China that I ordered through AliExpress. I hope that one fits better. But for now, this will work. It's just a matter of fiddling with it. It's off. Amber. And then white. So the installation took a little longer than I expected. It took about 6 hours. I thought it would take me about 4, but that's okay. It took about half that time was in putting in the lights into the bumper, and the other half, about 3 hours, took for the wiring, taking apart the various components under the dash, feeding the wire through the firewall and up, and then making the connections up in the engine compartment for the power, the relay, and stuff like that. One of the things that I did with the kit was to take out the halogen lamps that were in the kit and replace them with LED lamps that have a 3-color setting. So every time you switch the lights on and off, it would change colors. It would go from yellow to soft yellow to white. Now in the video, while I was installing it, I kept saying it's amber and white, but you'll see what I'm talking about. There's actually 3 colors that these lamps do. Now the light kit I purchased from somebody on eBay, but that seller doesn't have them anymore. So I'm in the process of trying to locate a seller or even the manufacturer directly to try to get a hold of these, or to find a place where I can put a link to them for you. Because I do think that this was a pretty well put together kit. It came with everything. It came with the bezels, the lights, and the wiring harnesses. And the wiring, I didn't have to add any of my own wires, so that's a good thing. It even came with zip ties, came with a little splice block to tap into an ignition accessory power lead, and relay, and the switch that fits the switch panel in the car. Everything was there. As I said in the video, the only thing missing were 4 screws that were needed to attach the lights to the bezel, but aside from that, it had everything I needed. I've got a link down below in the descriptions for the LED light bulbs that I put into the fog lights, and that's on Amazon. And once I sort out the availability on the entire light kit from a good source, I'll be putting that on as well. Hopefully that'll be soon, but check back once in a while to see if I've updated that link. Now, I live in Los Angeles, so there really hasn't been any opportunity for me to drive around at night to see how the fog lights really work, or how well they work. But I suppose one of these days that will happen, or if I go on a road trip into the mountains or in the desert or something, maybe I'll see how well they work. But for now, they look fine. I'm happy with them, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks, and see you next time.